this is my girl, Joe Grace, okay? Y'all already know her. She's always trying to get y'all to drink some tea, but we're gonna have tea together tonight, okay? How you doing this evening?
Oh my goodness. Excited. Hey, I'm overly excited because you are here on the
Oh my
not
God.
on the eve, but I guess I'm still in the cycle of my 61 birthday.
Yes.
So yeah. I'm still saying hello 61.
That's
Hello.
it. Come on in, come on in.
Come on here cuz
That's
guess
it. That's
what?
beautiful. You're
I'm
beautiful.
still I'm still here.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm still
That's
here. You know? And look, I still feel good.
that's
Look, I'm so excited. First of all, I'm so excited to be here with you, sis.
oh, whatever.
Listen,
Thank you.
it was I was like, I got to finish this book so I can get with my sis so we can talk about it. To have somebody
Yeah.
who who loves books and enjoys
Hmm.
books the
Yeah.
way you don't find that everywhere.
Yes, it's true.
Because,
Very.
like, I have a circle of girlfriends, we've been friends for 40 plus years,
Hmm.
but they don't get down in the books
They
like
don't
I
get
get
down in
down.
the books. That's it.
I get down in the books,
Get down in the books.
and not only just books, but philosophy, spirituality,
Yes.
our African spirituality, all of
Yes.
it.
Are
I
you
just,
alone in that though? Are your girlfriends into that too, like spiritual African spirituality and
no,
stuff? Is that like your
they don't,
little
they,
secret?
they don't participate,
They
but
don't
they
know you
don't.
down, you go down that road. Do they know you go down that road?
Yeah, but they
Okay,
don't
that's
got no
good.
issues with it. Like, because
Okay,
we've been friends for 40 plus years.
right.
So they always say, that's always been you.
That's always been you. That's good.
Yeah. There's
Mm-hmm.
like the spiritual things, the dreams. They
Yes.
would just say, oh, but just don't dream. Oh, don't tell
Oh,
me,
you
don't
a
tell me.
dreamer? You a dreamer too?
Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
When I was a little girl, my grandma said to me not to be afraid of your gift. That was the best thing my grandmother could have said to me because although we came up in a Christian family
Right.
and that was immersed on both, I had it on both sides, my maternal side
Mm-hmm.
and my paternal side. But even though that was there,
Mm-hmm.
their resonance was more not over. They weren't religious, like
Okay.
overly religious.
Mm-hmm.
They were overly loving.
Oh, that's
My
beautiful.
family was loving on both sides. So they just embraced people.
Oh, that's
They
beautiful.
showed that, they
Mm,
didn't, you didn't feel that kind of, you never felt that religious judgment or anything.
that's good. That's good. Right. Okay.
Even though they birthed churches, like one side of my family, a lot of uncles were pastors and
Okay.
preachers. Um, my maternal side, my grandmother, she was more, it was funny because I would go to church with her. It was hymnals, they sung
Okay.
hymns, opened
Yes.
the
Yes.
spiritual book. It was
Yes.
a more mellow type of
Right.
church.
Right.
And then when I went with my grandma, my daddy's side,
They turn it up.
it was
That's it.
two different
Yeah.
two different experiences, but
Yes.
they both were so important and powerful for who I became
That's right. That's it.
because I was able to see the dynamics. And then even with that, my grandmother, probably because her bloodline, Choctaw Indian, my
Okay.
maternal grandmother, she recognized I had a gift
Okay.
because I would say I had a dream.
Oh,
I,
okay.
and I didn't understand. I'm six,
Yeah.
7 years old,
Right.
7, 8 years old,
Mm-hmm.
telling them about stuff that
Mm-hmm.
I seen. And
Right.
so she explained to me, she said, you have a gift. She says,
Wow.
it's called, being born with a veil over your face.
Oh,
I
I got
remember her.
chills while you said that. Oh, girl.
Mhm.
Girl.
Yeah. And she said, you're a seer. And so she's telling me this. And
Mhm.
at the time, of course, as a kid, you don't really know why. But then as I got older, I realized how important it was, because had she not told me that, I
Mm,
probably would have been very hesitant as I matured in life to be who I was,
right,
authentically,
right.
So I didn't
Mm,
hide that side,
okay, right.
so people were aware that, what, girl, she might have a dream.
Are your dreams like you don't want Joe to dream about you because Joe may tell you some things. So what kind of dreams did you have dreams of, like people that passed on or more like premonition, things to come?
I saw things to come, and I didn't I remember seeing a dream of a fire when I was younger, and my cousin she was a teenager, and so I saw this fire, and I didn't know whose home it was, and that evening she had a fire in her apartment.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
wow. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how it
Mm.
started, and then I, yeah. So some things were like seeing some things that you didn't want. It's like somebody coming in, and then
Yeah.
things, it would happen. I may not have seen the exact,
Right. Something
but
along. Right.
it was showing me,
Messages and
yeah. And then I would say, oh my gosh, this is what and I would tell my mom, right? So my mom, it would freak her out because she's like, it made her nervous, you
Okay.
know, because she didn't really understand that
Right.
yet, you know. So and so then eventually I stopped telling people the dreams. Not because I was concerned about how they would judge me or anything, but because I just felt like if it happened, it was valid. It was confirmation. I knew that I knew,
Yes,
but
exactly.
I didn't
Mhm.
want to make people afraid.
Oh, I
I
see.
didn't. I didn't want to.
Okay, I see. You
I,
stopped telling people I dreamt you last night.
I saw you in I saw
I
somebody in a
see.
coffin.
I see. Ooh, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
on
Kind of
sleep. So
tired.
when I got up, I said, okay, let me just do a little. I'm gonna do a little, just regular, some green tea, and sometimes what I do is when I do the regular green tea, which is a tea that's not mine, I put a little apple cider vinegar in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I do it like that, but when it's mine, because mine is a full brew, and I use that first thing in the morning. I drink that first thing. Like I don't. There's nothing goes into my stomach. I don't eat nothing.
Me too.
First thing in the morning is my tea,
Me too. That's
and
wonderful.
that's, yeah,
What's in it?
and then,
What's in it?
oh wow, wow.
I got a blend too. I got some bush. I got I,
Well, the living
oh,
herbs,
you
because I
got
do
your okay.
living herbs, because I don't do
That's it.
dry herb. I do fresh herbs. So I do the basil, the mint, rosemary. Um, what else? I do fresh ginger, fresh turmeric,
Oh,
uh,
wow.
cinnamon,
Okay.
cloves,
Okay.
cinnamon and cloves,
Yes.
uh, and then I serrate oranges and lemons,
Oh, okay. That's
and
nice.
all of that goes into a big pot, like about a gallon and a half of water.
Oh,
And I boil that for about 30, 40 minutes, and then I let it sit for overnight for 24 hours. And then I take it and strain it, all the stuff out of it, and then pour it into my honey jars.
okay.
So because I buy this raw honey, so I kept the jars and I kept
Right.
collecting the jars. Well, let me tell
That
you the
might
story now.
be. Oh my
Let me tell
goodness.
you the story. I was putting the tea in plastic, in like some regular, um, I don't know what it was, but honey, the ancestors say, no, 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 you
No, no.
cannot. They
But
said you need to put it in glass.
glass,
They
yeah.
came and let me know. It's
You
like,
see?
So then I said, and they were like, you got the glass, save your honey jars. And I was like,
See? You see how you listen? The key is listening. You see?
girl,
You
all
listen.
them honey jars I'm buying.
I know. I know. And
So,
ain't it
I'm buying this,
expensive? Ain't the honey
I'm buying,
expensive?
yes. And so
That big jar.
I'm like, I was like, hello. So now I have about 8 jars that get
Oh,
stored. So when I do that brew, it creates about
okay.
8 jars.
Okay.
And I put that and store it at the back of my refrigerator. And so every day I just pour a little out. And sometimes if it's really too strong, if it's too intense, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
add a little water. But I
Okay.
like mine's intense.
Okay.
And I say that to people because I recommend the recipe, but I always say if it's too much, if it's too intense for you, put halfway in your teacup and then
hmm
add a little bit of water.
Yes. Stretch it out. Stretch that baby.
Uh-huh.
Why not?
Because and then I always say to them too, look up the medicinal properties and the benefits and make sure it's not
A lot.
any
Oh, yeah.
contraindications
Right.
for if you taking a medication.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said, but if you really look at the benefits and you look at everything in there and all those ingredients are providing for
Right.
you.
Yes. Yes. Nice. So, yes. I don't know. So, girl, let me get into this thing. This book. Let me try some of that. Let's take listen, let me tell you how I read.
Where the question is, where do you want to go? Because
Okay.
there's so much in this book.
The way I read this book, I read it like people read the Bible. It's a reference book for me. It's not like
That's
I mean, it's
it's
like
a,
Spirit say open it and boom. I'm like,
yeah,
what just happened? What you want to say tonight? And then it's like,
yeah,
and sometimes I'll just be going to bed and I'm like, what did he just say? And then I go,
yeah. I love it.
when
Love
the
it.
people of a culture no longer remember that they are
Mm,
the thread of the web of life on earth, then they all become homeless. Building
mm.
community is difficult, if not impossible, if people have lost contact with the ground as their point of strength. You imagine that?
Ooh,
Mhm.
sis, read that. Read that. Just read it one more
Oh,
time. Read it.
girlfriend,
Read that one more time. One more
when the
time.
people of a culture no longer remember that they are
Mm.
the thread of the web of life on earth, then they
Woo!
all become homeless.
Woo!
Isn't that like,
Did you?
isn't that
Woo!
take it in? It's like go further. So he says building
Yes.
community is difficult, if not impossible, if people have lost contact with the ground, with the ground as
There
the
it is.
point of strength. Now I heard somebody say something about, I forgot, I've heard him say it, our elder, but I heard somebody
Hmm.
else say the ancestors are under our feet. You understand? So the ground is our point of contact, our ancestors,
That's right. And
right?
he reminds us in that. He reminds he could that's woo
Yes, 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 yes.
because he mentions in the book he talks about what because they got you looking up. See,
And you better, you,
while they got you distracted and looking up, we was missing our connection
oh, fall on the ground.
to what we're connected to under our feet.
Oh my word. Say it.
And that's why we rooted.
Mm.
So really, to me, they need to reinterpret that boots on the ground. Everybody need to look at that differently. Y'all need to say, yeah, get your boots off and get your feet on the ground and connect to your ancestors and to the roots. Ooh, that's speaking through you.
Yeah.
And
This is,
all it takes is a little reminder. Just like, when you read, that's why, ooh, hold on, which brings me back to the first intro of the book, girl. Let me tell you how I got locked in. I got locked in when I read that first in the introduction when it said,
go ahead.
um,
Yeah, 'cause
read to each other. When you look at it says living in two worlds.
okay.
When he says here,
Yes, yes,
and
yes,
he
yes.
says And it says
Read it.
a ritual to read to each other. That we needed to
Yes.
make it a ritual.
Oh, William Stafford, a ritual to, and you know what? I didn't even I haven't been in the front for forever that I didn't even highlight that, but you know that is powerful because that's what I be doing. I be doing.
Okay.
That's what
And
I be doing.
look what he said. If you don't know the kind of person I am, and I don't know the kind of person you are, a pattern that others made may prevail in the world and following the wrong God home. We miss our star following the wrong God home. Sis, come on now.
Girl, you know what? We're not laughing. We're not laughing, but we
Following
laughing.
the
But
wrong
this
God,
girl,
following the wrong God home that we miss our star.
um,
I was just
I'm
like,
I'm done. I'm done. And we just started. We just in the intro and I'm done. I'm done. We could listen, we, we could stay right here on the intro, my good sis.
I told you,
Like,
I told you why I was looking forward to talking to you because I already do.
you can stay right here. I don't listen, this is a lonely road journey. Trust and believe me, Mick, I tell
And
you.
I know, and
It
I know,
it's very lonely.
I know.
Okay.
I
It's
had to
just
make
like,
peace with
right?
that, sis. I had to make peace with that years ago that I knew that this is just my walk. I remember standing, I was being ordained. I was being ordained. Huge church, standing up in the pulpit. And the spirit said, you know that this is all formality for them because you've been, this is just, this is for them. I'm standing in the pulpit
Oh my
at
God.
the lectern. The spirit says, as I look out in the congregation of a full house standing of people at this ordination, spirit said, now you already know.
Oh my. Oh.
You already know who you are.
Mm,
This was for them.
mm.
I said, okay, okay, thank you. Because I continue to still be, even in the atmosphere of a ministry that huge, I still was walking alone. You see what I'm saying? I had to make peace that this was my call and that the way I move with spirit was very different from
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I might have been in the building,
Yes.
I might have been under the whole,
Yes. Yes.
but he said, but I got you here because I need you to study and learn.
Yes. Still. Mm-hmm.
And that was the point. So
Right.
that made me even understand
Mm-hmm.
him as an author when he says, when you look at that first thing, it says living in two worlds.
Living in two
So
worlds.
I understood living in two worlds because, yeah, my first book was about living in two worlds. My book, Spirituality and Aesthetics, is about living in two worlds. I've always lived in two worlds. So when I saw that as the first introduction, I was like, oh, wow, living in two worlds?
Yeah, that
Yeah, that's why this walk and this call is so, you're alone in it,
yes.
you know? You're alone and you have to make peace with that. And I know for a lot of people that's a place, people feel like, oh no, everybody we want because we want
You want to
I would
feel
love for all my girlfriends to be deep in
yeah.
this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. You want
But
comfort.
it's so but
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay because they still love me.
Still love
They
you.
still accept who I am. They know that I'm not, I'm not gonna hold back for nobody. Because
That's
when we in the midst and we in the group, they know I'm gonna acknowledge the ancestors. I don't care what y'all do.
yes, that's good. That's
You know, I'm gonna acknowledge the presence of the moon. I'm gonna acknowledge the sun because I do sun meditation every morning. I'm gonna acknowledge my presence here and the presence within me. I
mm,
don't care what you do, I'm not gonna make you serve and do anything. I'm not trying to change nobody else's mind. Whatever works for you works for
that
you.
works for you. Whatever works for you.
Because see, I'ma love you anyway, regardless. That don't change how I love because you doing, I'm not gonna love you any different. I remember when a sister asked me, she said, "Well, do you still love? Do you still know God? Did you walk?" How she asked me a question. Basically, she was questioning whether I was still
See,
with God.
see, they can't feel. That's the thing. They can't feel. Like you don't have to ask questions when you know. Like when
Yeah,
you can discern. Like you
yeah,
discern without asking questions. You don't have to ask questions. Like
yeah,
that is unnecessary because those things to me that puts the wall up between us now. Like
yeah,
because you trying to
yeah,
fit in this particular box so you could feel
yeah.
comfortable. And
And that's what she did because she saw that I was no longer in that church setting anymore. I
Mhm.
knew when it was time for me
Right, to move
to
on.
make my move, to you know,
Right,
it was time to go.
right.
And not because anybody hurt, she said, "Well, did someone hurt you?" No, no.
Yes,
I don't have no church hurt. I
yes,
don't have no church wounds. I don't I've been elevated for what it is I'm called to do.
yes,
And
yes.
that particular I was done there. That part of my
Yes,
life
yes. It's part of the journey. Uh-huh.
was part of the journey. So
Mhm.
I think she saw me in one image because she saw, oh my God, but you were a
Yeah,
minister and you're
yeah.
ordained and you
You're
were,
good at this and you yeah,
a pastor in the church and you were,
yeah,
so now I'm not in your little box no more.
yeah. Yes.
You think I walked away from God. And I said, no, baby, I never walked away from God. Let me remind you, first
Exactly.
of all, the presence of the Most High has always been with
Always.
me. I
Exactly.
came here. I came here with what you call God.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
With what you call God, I came here with that.
Look,
So
we
I
didn't
don't
even get
walk
past
away.
the first page.
Yes, yes.
It's so much to
Hey,
go back in here.
right?
I'm loving that. I'm really
But
loving.
but remember, I was telling you I could only read, and I would have to stop, and I
Yes,
I would literally I would read, and then I just have to just go to bed. I have to stop because I would just have to.
that's it. I just be like, all right,
What you
I'm
just said,
done. That was the last one.
he really, as I read those parts, it's as it was like it was saying to me, "This is us. This is how we're experiencing here." He articulated
Mhm.
clearly what that was like to be living in two worlds and to come back to learning your own culture and what a struggle it was because he was now dealing with the literacy and the education from the missionary school, and that logic was fighting him.
The
And
logic.
he said, wait a minute. And I love it when he talks about how do you say it? The mandaba, the elder mother, the mother, he spoke of the uncle he was basically who helped him get through it.
Yeah, he has an uncle that's in there, right? At some point in I think it's
I
in
think it's called a mandaba. I
yeah.
can't that his uncle. They call it the male mother,
Right.
mandaba,
Mm-hmm.
madaba or something like that. Madaba,
That's Madaba. Probably
madaba,
Madaba.
the male mother. And he talks. I love how he says how he had to address his psyche and
Yeah.
basically to keep him from hemorrhaging.
Bleeding out,
What?
girl. And
the emergency room because he had to go back and learn his own culture.
His own culture. That's it. That's it.
So he's telling us the difficulty to put aside the logic that was built into their education system that was meant to take away everything that connected us to our true, authentic, natural self.
Everything.
But it wasn't over. That's what he's telling us. He's telling us that all that they could do, they still didn't have the power to do what he discovered in his own culture. But they say, go back. We want you to go back and get your master's. He said that was hard because now he had gotten back home.
Yeah.
And now y'all sending me out again?
Out there to be friends with folk, strangers.
Why? Because he had to bring this.
Yeah, he had to. And that's why
he had to bring us the textbook.
That's why I appreciate his laboring. I won't take that for granted. He was on task. What I love is that he fulfilled his mission. And the key is that we understand that we all have a mission and that we strive to figure out what is that. So you got to be intentional and relentless because every time you turn around, something is trying to wipe out whatever is left.
Yes.
Your memory. Because what it is, I won't even say that. We know we're spiritual people, so we want to do spiritual practice and we mimic ritual. And even in the church, we mimic ritual.
Yes.
I see remnants of it in our church, the way
it is.
It's there.
It is. And that's why our church is different from their church because we brought spirit with us. Spirit's been with us. We came with spirit. All we did was put it in the format. Mm-hmm. We had to build it into the format that they presented.
We had to. We did that
so that that's the only way we was gonna keep it alive.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that was the sanctuary. Mm-hmm. Y'all can't be out here at the river and jumping around hitting drums. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna hang y'all if we catch y'all doing any of that stuff, right? Remember, I love where he says they beat it out of us.
Yes, they did.
He said your African consciousness was because they beat it out of you.
Beat it out of you. Yeah.
So you eventually forget that.
Yeah.
So that you can begin to do, because them teachers was going to tear you up if you came with your language certain way. So we had to put our rituals and put them in places that couldn't really be identified.
Yes.
By the colonizers.
That's it.
But the problem is some folks fell asleep in the process.
That's it.